So in conclusion, what Azimio is trying to do is trying to depend on the protesters, the number of protesters. I know they've been saying that they don't want any damages or violence or any destruction of property, but let's face it, historically we know every Maandamano that happens, it always have an element of criminality in it, whether it's people having their fights with the police, the shootings, the people getting mugged and beaten up, property being damaged. That's something that we know happens every Maandamano. And guess who benefits in this? It's the Azimio, whether they do it deliberately or not, okay? Because when chaos happens like this, it makes international news, and you'll start hearing the British government or the American government comes out and say, hey, listen, these two should come sit down and have a peaceful resolution. And that way, all the laws shall be suspended and there shall be some kind of resolution found within, outside of the parliament, outside of the law, that shall be enacted now, shall be adopted, just like we did in 2007 when people came out and there was a lot of killings, there was a lot of destruction of property, and there was a lot of chaos, and the Kofi Annan and Rice came in, flew into Kenya, and we adopted this government of national unity, which was brought about and eventually brought in the new, ended up bringing in the new constitution. So that is what Azimio are banking on. That's their game plan, okay? Since they failed working within the law, within the parliament, because if you look at the Kenya Kwanza, their whole game plan is this: we shall recruit as many as politicians as we can on our side. And you can see with Osoro and Malala going across the nation, getting all the defectees, the people defected from Azimio side, to come to the Kenya Kwanza side. So in case Azimio try to go through the parliament, they cannot win in passing anything because the Kenya Kwanza side are the majority, okay? And Azimio knows that, so they can only depend on protest. And this protest has to be as chaotic as possible for the international community to say, hey, listen. And you can hear it from pro-Azimio people like Professor Herman Manyora, the pseudo-intellectual, who's saying, oh my God, this country can go to hell, whatever, this country will be destroyed, these two gentlemen need to come sit down and come up with a resolution so we can have a peace. It doesn't need, they don't need the parliament, these two gentlemen, Ruto and Raila, should sit down and come up with something and there'll be peace, just like when Uhuru and Raila, no. So that they know that. So these protests, they depend on this. And they're emboldened by this because the previous protests have made Ruto to actually form this parliamentary dialogue committee to come try to talk these things out. So Azimio feel like when they use this protest, they kind of get Ruto to agree to their demands. So that's why these protests are so important to Azimio. And they've just discovered, now you can see them jumping in the petition that Okiya Mtata put in the quotes, because they can see that actually this might work. So that's why they join in to gain some, notoriety there with the people. But their main goal is protest, and they hope it becomes massive protest and chaos so the international community can come in and say, hey, we need to adopt something so that we can have peace. That's what they're banking on. What will happen? I don't know. How many people are going to show up tomorrow? I don't know. Let's wait and see. But if I was to predict, I don't think people are as enthusiastic as they were during the first SABA in the 1990s original SABA. 2017 was different. That was different. 2007 was different. The people were with Raila. But once you have the handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta, I don't think people feel the same way. But let's wait and see, because like I said in my previous video, there's a clear distinction between the people who want to protest against the finance bill and the price of living, and there are people who are Azimio side who are protesting to get Mr. Ruto out of office. So these are two different forces. Raila is trying to harvest both of them to come to his side. That is, we'll wait and see to see if that's gonna happen, okay? Anyway, I wanted to keep this video short. My name is Kenya Revolutionary. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, share, like, and comment. Tell me what you think. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace.